Hey guys, let's start 32nd episode of Daily Football News, and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Mbappe no longer believes in PSG project. Relation between Barca and Uefa doesn't seem to be improving. Messi equals record. Mourinho wanted De Bruyne to stay in Chelsea. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Let's start today's video with yesterday's fixtures and their results. Sweden beat Poland by 3-2 in nail-biting encounter. Spain trashed Slovakia by 5-0. Portugal and France played to draw. Germany and Hungary also hailed to draw. Ecuador and Peru also played to draw. Jose Mourinho has faced plenty of criticism down the years for allowing Kevin De Bruyne to leave Chelsea, but the Portuguese claims he never wanted to sanction a permanent move away from Stamford Bridge for the Belgian. Back in January 2014, the classy playmaker left West London in an €18 million deal with Wolfsburg, having previously caught the eye in Germany during a loan spell at Werder Bremen. Nowadays, he's a thorn in Chelsea's side at Manchester City. Pepe Torres remains totally calm as transfer talk rages around him, with the Villarreal defender ignoring rumors of interest from Manchester United and Real Madrid while on Euro 2020 duty with Spain. The 24-year-old centre-half continues to see his stock rise at domestic and international level, with leading sides across Europe ready to spark a scramble for his signature in the summer window. Luis Suarez has effectively ruled out a return to Premier League football being made, with the Uruguayan admitting he would find it strange to represent any side other than Liverpool. There had been talk of an exit clause in Suarez's contract that would allow him to walk away from Atletico this summer, but there appears to be little chance of ways being parted. The relations between Barcelona and Uefa, already strained by the European Super League debacle, don't seem to be improving after the club's social media team took a dig at Europe's governing body on Tuesday. Uefa have come under widespread criticism for banning the Allianz Arena in Munich from lighting up the stadium in rainbow colors. Barcelona joined the dissident voices with a tweet showing their support for the rainbow flag. Barcelona's official Twitter account tweeted a rainbow flag along with the club crest, and the message pride and respect. Perhaps the utopia was believing, as the Real Madrid faithful yearned to, that Eden Hazard was coming to lead the post-Cristiano Ronaldo era. Hazard never had a leader's mentality at Chelsea. He was, though, a top 5 player in world football, standing out for his dribbling, vision and ability to break through lines and make the difference. Since arriving at Real Madrid, the Belgian story has been more dystopia than utopia. Certainly from November 2019 onwards and that challenge by Thomas Meunier that enraged Florentino Perez. Hazard's future remains an enigma. It remains to be seen if he will get back to his best for Real Madrid or even if he will have the chance to try. It's all such a shame as he is or was. Such a brilliant footballer. A plan that promised much but by now merely inspires nostalgia for a utopia. Wolves winger and Spain international Adama Traore has left the door open for a return to Barcelona. The 25-year-old, who came through La Masia before heading to England in 2015, has established himself as one of Europe's most feared dribblers during his time at Aston Villa, Middlesbrough, and Wolves. Barcelona is my home. I grew up there and I was there for 10 years. We will have to speak with my agents and see what role Barcelona want, Adama said on RAC1. Adama's contract at Wolves is set to expire in 2023, but it is thought the player would like to move back to Catalonia. Atletico Madrid and Betis are hoping to sign a centre-back this summer, but are both after the same man, Lazios 24-year-old defender Lazios Fleet. The Italian side would like to renew his contract as soon as possible, but could be tempted by a big bid. Tottenham have found the task of hiring a new coach much harder than first expected. After facing multiple rejections and disagreements with top coaches on the continent, they are now turning their attention to former Barcelona boss Ernesto Valverde, according to Talksport. Marseille are keen on to Valencia players. The first is French striker Kevin Gamero, whose contract is set to expire next month. The other target is fullback Daniel Wass, who asked to leave Mestalla this summer, and has already turned down a switch to Sporting in Portugal. Newly promoted Watford have added a new striker to their ranks. The Premier League outfit, coached by Spaniard Xisco Munoz, have reached an agreement to sign Nigerian forward Emmanuel Dennis from Club Brugge. The 23-year-old has scored 27 goals in 90 appearances for the Belgian club. Rui Patricio is closing in on a move to Roma from Wolves, which will allow Pau Lopez to leave the Stadio Olimpico. The Spanish goalkeeper was bought for €24 million 2 summers ago, but would now go for a fraction of that price. Granada are keen on bringing him back to La Liga Santander as a replacement for Rui Silva, who has signed a pre-contract agreement with Real Betis. Atletico Madrid are also monitoring Pau's situation, but he would be back up behind Jan Oblak. Arsenal are on the lookout for a wide player and would like to bring Lazio's Joaquin Correa to North London, but they have reportedly had a €17 million offer rejected. Now, the Mirror claimed that Arsenal could lodge another offer and include midfielder Lucas Torreira, who Maurizio Sarri would be open to receiving. It looks increasingly likely that Andrea Belotti will leave Torino this summer, with his contract at the club set to expire in 2022. According to Tuttosport, Roma and AC Milan have made offers worth €15 million for the Italy international. Torino, however, want a fee closer to €30 million. Kingsley Coman has not renewed his contract at Bayern Munich, with his current deal set to expire in 2023. And the Sun note that Liverpool are interested in bringing him to Anfield. Bayern would want €50 million for him, but Liverpool are only willing to pay €35 million. New Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti is seeking a replacement for Sergio Ramos and, according to reports in Italy, he could reunite with Kalidou Koulibaly by bringing the Napoli centre-back to the Spanish capital. Now, let's move towards the major news of the day. Manchester City have reportedly told Tottenham they can choose from 5 players as potential makeweights for any deal to sign Harry Kane. According to The Athletic, City approached the North London club on Monday with a €100 million offer to sign England captain Kane, who is currently at Euro 2020. The 27-year-old has revealed his desire to leave his boyhood club this summer after going another season without a trophy, with Spurs set to play in the Europa Conference League next season. As part of the deal, City are apparently willing to put up Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, Aymeric Laporte and Riyad Mahrez in part exchange. Tottenham are understood to be unwilling to discuss a deal for 23-goal Kane, who has 3 years left on his contract, and could demand a fee as high as €150 million. The striker is tired of the League One club and wants a new opportunity. Kylian Mbappe no longer believes in the vision of Paris Saint-Germain and wants to leave, according to Daniel Riolo of RMC Sport. The player does not believe in Leonardo's project, said Riolo in Marca interview. If he does not leave this summer, it will be for free next season. And in Doha, PSG's owners, they do not want to hear about it. If Mbappe expresses this desire to leave, it means that he will have to find a club and that PSG will need to look for a replacement. But yes, the news is that Mbappe does not want to stay at PSG. Barcelona have announced that Ousmane Dembele will require surgery on his right knee injury, with reports stating he could miss several months. The 24-year-old's club have now confirmed he will undergo an operation, though they did not specify how much time he could miss. Following tests this morning on player Ousmane Dembele, it has been confirmed that he has a dislocation of the biceps tendon in his right knee that will require surgical treatment. A Barcelona statement read, "Though Barca did not announce how long Dembele could be out, various reports have stated that the winger could miss several months." According to a report from Catalunya Radio, Dembele will be forced to miss a minimum of 3 months. L'Equipe, meanwhile, stated that Dembele would be out for several months. Jose Mourinho has claimed Portugal midfielder Bruno Fernandes has ghosted at Euro 2020, taking up space on the pitch, but not playing. The Roma manager said Fernandes has incredible potential but isn't showing the same abilities he usually offers at club level with Manchester United. Portugal at its highest level can beat anyone, Mourinho said on Talksport. But we need to play with 11 players. In these 2 matches Bruno Fernandes was on the pitch but not playing. I hope he turns up against France, because he's a player with incredible potential. He can pass, he can score, he can get penalties, he can score penalties, he can score free kicks. He has a lot to give, but the reality is in these 2 matches he was not there. Portugal has 3 fantastic attacking players, Bernardo Silva, Ronaldo and Jota. We need that connection, but until now Bruno is not playing. Lionel Messi earned a record-equaling 147th cap for Argentina as they progressed to the Copa America quarter-finals with victory over Paraguay. Messi equaled Javier Mascherano's appearance record for the national team in the hard-fought win in Brasilia. The hastily rearranged tournament in Brazil, which was moved from Argentina just a weeks before it was scheduled to start because of a surge in COVID-19 cases in the country, is Messi's latest chance to win silverware with the senior team. The 6-time Ballon d'Or winner was typically influential, playing a part in the build-up to the game's only goal, while later firing wide from a free kick. UEFA have released a statement insisting they respect the rainbow in response to the controversy surrounding a proposal to illuminate Allianz Arena with rainbow lighting. Many of the club-level teams in the country were also set to display the rainbow theme at their own stadiums, but UEFA took the decision to block the initiative much to the fury of activist groups protesting Hungary's anti-LGBT legislation. UEFA explained their decision in a statement on Tuesday. Racism, homophobia, sexism, and all forms of discrimination are a stain on our societies and represent one of the biggest problems faced by the game today. Discriminatory behavior has marred both matches themselves and, outside the stadiums, the online discourse around the sport we love. What will be the score in upcoming fixtures in Euro 2020 and Copa America between Bolivia versus Uruguay, Chile versus Paraguay? Comment down your predictions. This was the end for our 30-second episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.